All right, everybody, how are you doing? This is S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Thomas Show, episode number 177. And basically, I'm going to call this one, When People Are Glad to See You. That's what this episode's going to be called. Let's just get right into it. You know, I started noticing the moments when people are happiest. When you look at people around you and they're the happiest, or when you're the happiest, or when I'm the happiest. And like the title of the show, you're at your happiest when people are glad to see you. And it doesn't even necessarily just have to be people. It could be anybody. I'll put it to you this way. Say for the sake of argument, you come home. You had a hard day's work. Your boss was a piece of crap and treated you like crap. The traffic absolutely sucked. Everything in this day sucked. You're a salesperson. The clients were schmucks. And everybody, the whole day just absolutely sucked. And you open up the door. And your spouse runs up to you and hugs you, wraps himself around you, and kisses you, slobs you down real good. All of a sudden, all the stuff that happened during that day kind of gets washed away. Why? Because the person, the adult, the human being you love the most in the world wrapped himself around you and slobbed you down. They're glad to see you. They're happy to see you. And that alone, in many cases, can make everything that happened before that moment just get washed away. Right? Say you have kids, right? And you walk in a house and say your spouse is a little busy. They don't come to slob you down. They're doing something. They're in the bathroom, whatever. But the kids notice you and the kids run up to you. Mommy, or daddy. They jump on you, they hug you, they kiss you in the head. They're trying to tell you about their day. They're telling you you're the greatest mom or dad in the world. They're all up on you. They're hugging you. They're telling you, they're showing you stuff that they drew at school, all of that kind of crap. And you see those little angels. They look kind of like you. They look kind of like your spouse. They look like the best of your spouse and the best of you, and also the unique thing that makes them the human being that they are. You see these wonderful combination of things, and you know they're yours, and you're happy. You're home with people who love you, and you love them. They're your children. You love them. And all the stuff that happened before, this gets washed away. It gets washed away. Say you don't have a spouse, you don't have kids, and you have a dog that you love. This is the thing you love the most in the world because, like I said, you don't have a spouse or kids yet, and you walk in the house, the dog jumps up on you, the dog's excited and all of that kind of crap. You hug the dog, you play with the dog, you go in the backyard, you throw the tennis ball around a little bit or whatever, you walk the dog's looking at you, you're looking at the dog, and it's just, and everything that happens during the course of the day is washed away because of the dog. You love the dog. The dog is glad to see you. The kids are glad to see you. Your spouse is glad to see you. Maybe you go to a bar and your homies are there. You walk in the bar and everybody, oh, what's going on, man? And they all high five you. They bro hug you up. They talk some crap. They roast you like your best friends do. And all of a sudden you're laughing, you're joking, you're having a couple of beers, or if you're the designated driver, you're having a couple of sodas and your friends are laughing at you because you can't have any beer. You know what I'm saying? But you're having a great time. It's fantastic. Your friends, you love your buddies, your homies, your homegirls. You love them. And they helped all of the stuff that happened before get washed away. Why? They're glad to see you. I think our best moments in life are when people are glad to see you. Think about it. You ever go to, of course you go into a store where you spend a lot of money. I mean a lot of money. I mean a lot of money for whatever that store. If it's the corner store, you live in a major city and there's a corner store or a mom and pop store, and a lot of money to that store is you spending 15, 20 bucks, right? Maybe the average purchase in that store is $3, but you're one of the people that is one of the more of a major purchaser from that store. You spend 15, 20 bucks, maybe spend 30 bucks a couple times a week. And every time they see you, bing, 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 they think of the $30 that you're going to spend. You're a big spender to that store. And that's the case. And because that's the case, they're happy to see it. You walk in, they know your name. They don't know the other people's names, but they know your name, right? They're glad to see you. right? They know the products that you come to buy all the time, and they make sure they have an abundance of it because they know you come often enough that you're going to buy the, if you buy like a specific type of popcorn and you're the only one that really likes that type of popcorn and you come in and buy a couple bags a week, you know what they're going to have? They're going to buy a month's worth because by the end of the month, you're going to buy all of those bags. And in fact, if there's only 2 left and you usually buy 2, they will take those 2 and put them behind the counter in anticipation of you coming back. Other customers are going to say, hey, you got any more of that popcorn? They're going to say, nah, they sold them out. Right? And then you come in, hey, got a couple of these things of popcorn for you. Right? They, of course, make sure the other customer's out of there, but they make sure you're hooked up. Why? They're glad to see you. And you feel special. Hey, they held the popcorn for me. That's great. There was a store I used to go to when I used to drop off a relative at school. And I would go by this store every day and I would walk into the store and I became friendly with the manager, right? So much so that even without me asking him to do so, he would hold things in the back that he knew that I purchased and not sell them to someone else because he wanted to sell it to me. One time there was a particular product I wanted, and this store didn't just sell food products. They also, you have sometimes a store that sells other things. They'll sell household appliances, the small ones like toasters and stuff like that, little Foreman grills and things of that nature. Well, this store was just like that. And there was a particular thing that I knew was coming. And I said to the manager, you have any of those things, whatever it is? He goes, yeah, they're coming. They're going to sell out fast. And he goes, want me to hold one for you? I said, sure. He goes, you sure you're going to buy it? I said, absolutely. He held it for me. And when I walked in, hey, man, said my name, was glad to see me, bro, hugged me up and held it for me. And when I went to the counter, he waved to somebody. They ran in the back and brought it up to the counter for me. I didn't do anything special for this guy. I just had pleasant conversations with him on a regular basis. We made and created one of those, those friendships you have with a person at a store or a person at the newsstand or a person we had one of those type of friendships where it was enough that he did that. Why? He was glad to see me because I was always a pleasant person to this person. As the manager of the store, as the person who had to take accountability for everything, if somebody had a problem, during the course of every specific day, there was at least one irate customer who made his life a living hell, but he knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that I would never be that, and it was always going to be a positive interaction, so he was always glad to see me. But what happens on the other side of the equation when people are not glad to see you? Do you know how when people are glad to see you, it elevates you? It elevates you. It makes you feel great. But on the flip side, when people are not happy to see your behind, oh no. Let's flip the script on everything. And in this particular occasion, before when the wife, we say wife because, or the spouse was glad to see you. Say you come home from work, it's a hard day, and you expect to get that big hug and expect to get slobbed down, kissed on, and you walk in the house and you could hear this, you could see the look on your spouse's face like, oh, this person again. Even though you live there, but it's still somehow annoyed that you exist. They don't ask how your day was because they're hoping it was bad because right now they don't like you. They say, I'm hoping they go, how was your day? They ask you like that, hoping, my day sucked. They go, your day sucked, really? They turn their head so they can smile like, good, you deserve it. And then they turn back and try to look sad. Oh, that's a shame, right? Maybe the night before your kids did some stupid stuff and you grounded them. So they're not exactly happy to see you when you come back because you're the one that took their PlayStations and their laptops and all of their toys and put them away because they can't have them for 3 days because they did some stupid crap. So when you walk in the house, oh no, they don't want to see your punk behind. They're not running up saying, hey mama, hey dad. They don't even look up from the homework that they're doing right now because they're doing it slowly because they're filled with hate in their little bodies for you horrible old person who punished them for doing stuff that they knew they shouldn't do. They don't run to you. They can't stand you. Right? And a dog doesn't run up to you and want to kiss you and lick you and all of that kind of stuff. Why? Because the dog went to the vet yesterday and you had to help the vet hold him down while he got a needle in his butt. And then you're the one that has to chase him down to make him swallow that pill. So every time he looks at you, he's like, this is the guy that held me down. I thought we were cool, but that weird guy in that white coat with the stethoscope and the sticky things, he held me. He helped that guy. I thought we were cool. I protect this house.